Why am I in that thing? Like, make it full. Hey guys, what's up? Sorry about that. Exit solo layout. Yeah, exit solo layout. Solo layout. Why is it doing that? Zoom in. Sorry. What is up, guys? Oh, there you go. No, that didn't do it either. Crap, son. I don't know. I don't know why it's not taking up the whole screen. This has never happened before. So yeah, I was doing a crossword puzzle. I got distracted. I was literally at the computer and I was like, oh, I gotta finish this. I gotta put this crossword puzzle in there. And then it didn't work. I don't know why this isn't like zoom into the full. Am I taking up the whole screen for y'all? Or am I just like it? Hold on. I may vanish for a second. Dang it. It didn't work. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know why it's not filling the whole screen, but it isn't. So anyway, thanks for showing up, guys. Woo, party time. So I'm not taking up the whole screen. So stupid. This has never happened before. I don't know what it's doing. And I'm clicking all these other things and it's not doing anything either. It's very annoying. But anyway, thank you guys for showing up. So yeah, 7,000. It's bizarre. So back like in the winter, growth had slowed down, and mostly because I wasn't posting anything because school and mental health and all this other stuff. But in December and really January, like picked back up, except for this last week. This last week I posted just the one video this past Friday, but that's because the previous week was nothing but prepping for my kids' competition, my students' competition. And so I just literally have no time. So hopefully back in the swing of that, the lack of me taking up the whole screen, I'm losing my mind. Like, it's going to drive me crazy. So if I seem distracted, it's because I'm trying to talk while also, oh, there we go. Crop solo images. I don't have a background image. Just show this. There you go. Fixed it. Fancy stuff. So yeah, I don't have a background image. Nothing fancy here. But yeah, like we did this first one at 3,500 because I thought that was, how far it was going to go. And then got to 5,000. And then it was a slow crawl from 5 to 7. But from 6 to 7, it's actually been pretty quick because I don't know. It's just been fast. So I appreciate all you guys who are here and all you guys who watch my crap. So there's Logan, Anita, Cyprian, Eric. Yes, good vibes. Kate, Alicia, Angela, you know what you should do. Richard Egg, Amanda, Penny, Joanna. Yes, Joanna just filled out my top secret survey. If you are in my Discord and have not filled out my top secret survey, you should definitely please go fill that out. Please go fill out my top secret survey for my top secret project that I will be using it for. Katrina. Yes, Kimberly. How are you? What's up? Early morning. Oh yeah. It's like 10 o'clock your time if you're in California. So thank you guys so much. It has just been Kristen. I'm trying to click everybody. Remember, guys, I end up being like about 10 minutes behind the comments. England, 6 p.m. in dark. Justin, thank you. Ryan, yes. Each soldier set from minus Tirith with Aragorn, not the dragon guy. I need to set it to where, hold on. I got to set the settings to where when I click on a, dang it, there's something when you click on a comment and it will like go down to where it won't get in my face. How do I do that? Oh, I don't know how to do that. Man, I haven't messed with this in a long time. But usually it's supposed to like make it smaller when I click on a comment rather than like taking up my whole face, which is fine. I mean, it's just my stupid face. So I don't know. I'll have to play with this later. Like, this is this is just so new. Bloody heck. Un momento, por favor. I should just take 1 second. All right, you know what? Screw it. There's nothing I can do. Nothing to be done. Anyway, hold on. Let me see. So many people. Dang, read Justice of Kings. Oh my gosh, read Justice of Kings. I bet it is freaking cold. Yes, go fill out the top secret survey. It's not just in the Patreon channel now. It's in the main channel now. So everyone should fill it out if you're in the Discord, like period. So that it is literally supposed to zoom in, and it just doesn't. And I don't know why. So yes, my Christmas. So the Christmas tree stays up until really March because my wife didn't want to take it down by herself. Which, by the way, if you click on this, like if you're expecting Christina, she'll be here soon. She just said, "I'm coming." She doesn't want to take it down by herself, and I don't have time to help until like spring break. So it usually stays up till March, and then it goes up again in November. So fully half the year we have the Christmas tree up. I like the Christmas tree. It's very cozy. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. I literally have no idea how to make it like, whoop. Why should, okay, we've already started with this. Why should you read Long Price Quartet? Because it has some of the best character work in fantasy, and it is the perfect example of an architect author. Daniel Abraham knew exactly what was going to happen in all four of those books before he wrote word one of the first book. And this is why Daniel Abraham's books are so slow. Like his first books they're really slow because he's doing such like groundwork laying, like he's laying a huge foundation that, you know, is like character focused so that it will pay off later. Because he does this just really slow build over the course of the first two books, by the time it hits the third book and the fourth book, everything has been built. So that's why. And it just has some of the, I don't know, it's just got incredible realistic character moments. I don't know. I don't know what's better. So Press X Revolution is, hold on real quick. I'll answer in a second. Yes, my wife just finished, Christina just finished Guards yesterday. You can come tell them when it's like, I did, from the other room. We should. So Michael's gotten really busy and Michael got sick and really busy. And the problem is we're just trying to figure out like times that we can do it. Because I can't do it every week. Like I can't do a live stream like every week unless like it's the only thing I do. And I've just got so many things to try to do. So we're just working it out. But Michael's been sick and busy with work and, you know, new child, everything else. So don't worry. Just on hiatus, coming back. Favorite NPC in Baldur's Gate 2? I mean, I used Viconia because I liked the Drow lady. Minsk, of course. You point, I punch. My favorite in Baldur's Gate 2 is John Arenicus. David Warner as John Arenicus' voice actor is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm so angry that David Warner doesn't do more things, like do more voice acting, because I love his voice, and Arenicus is amazing. I like Jaheira sans Khalid. I don't like Baldur's Gate 2 Imoen like at all. She's just it's like Zane Imoen. It's like emo Imoen. But Baldur's Gate 2 is a fantastic RPG. Yes, the Sharp series. The Sharp series is phenomenal. The Sharp series is my first exposure to Bernard Cornwell. And that is why I was willing to read the Warlord Chronicles, is because of his Sharp books. I've read about half of the Sharp books. I haven't read all of them. I'm going to restart reading them because they just released a new recording of the Sharp audiobooks by Rupert somebody. I did not like Frederick Davidson as the audiobook narrator for the early Sharp books. I didn't like him at all. So they just had the new ones come out with a new narrator. So I'm gonna read Sharp's Triumph next. Let me see. Yes, the 5K stream. Oh, thank you so much, and I'm glad you like Discworld. I have gotten back into reading Discworld. I just finished Equal Rights. I'm going to read Weird Sisters hopefully this month if I have time. I am definitely the Philip Chase got me a nameplate. I am the long price prophet of 5-star strumpitude, because if you didn't watch my year in review, I had 39 5-star reads last year. The sad thing is that out of the 10 things I've read this year, 2 of them have been 5-star. Like, what a terrible beginning to the year for the 5-star strumpet. Currently, I just finished King's Blood, which is book 2 of The Dagger and Coin, which is so much better than book 1 of Dagger and Coin. And now I'm reading The Company by KJ Parker, which was my patron wheel spin. And everyone's mad about it except Zara, because, you know, no one reads KJ Parker except me and Zara. So this is his first standalone. So I just started this yesterday. Oh, if you don't like action, Long Prize Quartet is your thing. It is like a 3-hour process. Like, I mean, we have the time. It's the fact that we don't want to, I refuse to devote the time to it because I have this, you know, I've got this stuff. And then I've got all this other work that I have. I'd show you the papers I have to grade if I wanted to walk over my backpack. Yes, she did love Guards. She'll talk about it in a second. You definitely should read it. Thank you, Ryan. I'm doing it right now. Settings, general, shift up. Oh, I literally have that clicked and it doesn't do it. What a jerk, stupid StreamYard. I literally have shift videos up for comments and banners and it, to avoid covering guests. Oh, I guess it doesn't care if it covers me. It just cares if it covers guests. Lame. Maybe I can, if I go back to the, crop solo. That doesn't do it either. What the crap? All right, well, so let me get rid of that if it's going to be that way. So I guess it's not going to matter. I guess there's no way to avoid covering your face in a solo thing. So here's Christina. I got to shift over here.
I made it.
Yeah. So
sorry I'm late, y'all. With soaking wet hair. We're keeping it real.
Yes, Michael. Yes, Irenicus. You have no idea the power you mess with. I love Irenicus. Yeah, I don't like Zane Emlyn. Yeah, Emo-in, yes. Thank you, Christy. Yes, I did know that, Tony. Yes, I agree. And he's in he plays Lord Downey, the assassins, the head of the Assassins Guild in the adaptation of Pratchett's Hogfather. He's in it very briefly, but I love David Warner. Yes. Baldur's Gate 1 is kind of boring, still an excellent game, but the storyline is just nothing compared to 2. Irenicus is just such a fantastic enemy. Charmaine!
Hello!
The wheel is not rigged.
The wheel that picks your books?
Yeah. And I read 10 things, not 10 books. So a couple are audiobooks, and 2 of them are Brian McClellan short stories. So not 10 books. No. So the Discworld books that will be new to me are anything post. So Snuff was new. What else? I need Snuff, Raising Steam, Making Money, Unseen Academicals, and then the last 3 Tiffany Aching books. So there are 7 that I haven't read, and Snuff was 8.
But you have them now.
I own them. I just haven't read them. Angela! Yes. If you want to read Long Prize Quartet, it's easier to find them in the 2-book bind-ups. Like the first one is Shadow and Betrayal, which has Betrayal in Winter and Shadow in Summer. And then the second book has the last 2. Everyone's saying, hello, Christina. Hello, Christina. Hello, Christina. Hello, Christina. Hello, Christina. Hello, Christina. Christina. Oh, we're caught up. Yes. We're caught. Yes, it was only on the wheel one time. And it wasn't even Zara that put it there. It was Sharon. So, and you would know that, Angela. Sarah, hello. So they wanted to know if you loved Guards. Tell them about Guards. That you loved it.
I really enjoyed it. It was a quick read. Like
Scoot in so it zooms in, so it focuses on you.
There we go.
There you go.
It was a quick read. It was really funny. I laughed out loud quite a bit and would read large portions of
yes.
to him.
It was so good reading it again.
Yeah, because I really enjoyed it. And there was something at the very end where something kind of like came back.
Thank you so much,
I thought was really, really
cool. Oh, yeah. Tell them about the city thing. So,
that's spoilery?
No, you can't spoil Guards. You can spoil it if you tell them who you can spoil the mystery, but this doesn't have anything to do with it. So I read Guards. This is my 4th time reading it when I read it with Philip back in October. And I literally, before that point, didn't realize that the woman that laid vines low is the city. It's Ankh-Morpork. And when they said it, they're like people in the comments are like, I think it's the city. And I'm like, oh, of course it's the city. Why didn't I think of that? Asperger's, take things too literally. So that was my bad. So when he's laid low by a woman, he's laid low by Ankh-Morpork, the city. Like he doesn't like the fact that the city, Christina's she's so much more eloquent than I. Like say everything you said yesterday when you finish it.
Well, let me see if I can find.
I know everybody came for Christina. Anita, I was not able to read Scarab Path last month because remind me when Christina's done with this to talk about Time of Courage. the last book in John Gwynn's Blood and Bone. That is the reason that I have not been able to read Scarab Path. So I'll let you know in a second.
Okay, so the thing that I really liked is in the very beginning, you know, Vimes, like page 2, you see Vimes. Hello, here.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. The thing is dumb. I tried to move it to where it would like focus on both of us. I'll mess with it in a second.
That's fine.
Really quick, Steven, if you're not subscribed to Steven's channel, you should be. He talks about being an author. Like his AuthorTube channel is freaking awesome. And his second book is coming out, The Warrior, sequel to The Coward. It's coming out actually pretty soon, isn't it, Steven? I know you got a cover reveal coming. So, y'all go check Steven out. Sorry, love. I tried to move it back, but moving it back is like making it not focus on us, which is, you know, big lame. Maybe that'll work.
It definitely is focusing on your chair, which is the most important part.
So. No, we are an important team.
You're the
Get off my stupid chair. There we go.
Likes your chair. It is a cool chair.
All right.
Okay. So the beginning of the book, you see Vimes like passed out drunk in
Thank you, Sarah. How's Olivia?
In a gutter, and he's talking about the city. He says the city was a woman, like that's the quote. And so when he's laid low by a woman, that's the city of Ankh-Morpork, and he talks about how it like strung you along and let you fall in love with it, and then you never knew where you stood. Anyway, so fast forward to literally the very end of the book, and Alan says this isn't spoilery.
It's not. Everyone knows Vimes is with Sybil. Everyone knows that.
So he's at dinner with Sybil, and it's like the first time that he's really like kind of considering her as a woman, really. And so it talks about, you know, it struck him that she was in her own special category. She was quite beautiful. And then the part at the end of that page 398, he says, and she had style and money and common sense and self-assurance and all the things that he didn't. And she had opened her heart. And if you let her, she could engulf you. The woman was a city.
So good. It's so good. It's so good. And
I really like that.
That never occurred to me. So yeah, it's just, we have decided that we are Vimes and Sybil. And Christina, when reading it, she said that she could see that I was Vimes because of what? What did you say?
The outrage and all the injustice. He's like, not in my city.
That's right. Yeah, and she, one of my favorite lines in any of the watch books is because Christina like takes care of me the way Sybil takes care of Vimes. One of my favorite lines is in one of the later ones, like Vimes is eating his sandwich, right? And he's like, there was entirely too much lettuce on his BLT sandwich, which is
Sybil made for him.
Yeah, Sybil packs his lunch, and he's like, he thought there was entirely too much lettuce on his BLT, which is to say there was some lettuce on his BLT, which is exactly what I would do. Like, she won't let him eat bacon, and she won't let to watch like let him eat bacon, which is hilarious. So someone asked who your favorite character was, love.
My favorite character? Yeah. Carrot. I love Carrot.
No,
he's my favorite. He was getting into trouble. I didn't really pick him up to show anybody.
Oh, no, thank you. Thank you. David Warner's amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, Long Prize Quartet.
That's a good reason to be late.
If there was a sing-along, our current thing is in Canto. So it's just going to be, we're part of the...
We don't talk about Bruno.
I was going to, yeah.
That one.
That one's gone out of my head. Now it's the
family.
The Madrigals song. Though I find myself quoting like at school, like randomly, kids will be working on something, and I'll just say, "No clouds allowed in the sky."
That's his favorite line.
I love Felix.
Abuela get the umbrellas. That one too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Abuela get the yeah. Christina's over that because I'll just be sitting here at my computer and go, "Abuela get the umbrellas." Yes, I have to read Anne of Green Gables, Evie. It is actually on my list of things to read this year, for sure. I have never heard of John Horner Jacobs. Steven, who's your favorite character?
Carrot.
Oh, you said that. That's right. Carrot. Christina loves Carrot.
I love Carrot. And
you also you don't like how cynical Vetinari is.
Well, I don't like it, but also I see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Like his point that like everybody's bad.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I mean, like there aren't good people in the fact that there aren't perfect people.
Yeah. Vimes' problem is that he thinks there's good people and bad people, which is my problem. When Vetinari's like, no, there's just the bad people. Thank you so much, Windfire. Appreciate it. Civil and Vimes are the best. Alex, I am not No, Alex. And my hair's not long enough to do the Zane. I just got a haircut. Like, it's usually better when I'm like at the end of my haircut thing, because I can. So, then you don't understand. I understand you, and I love you. And also, I'm wearing blue. I should get my black shirt for that. Also, there is a surprise coming for y'all. I forgot about that, but the Zane thing made me think of it.
I don't know about it.
Yes, you do. It's the thing. It's the thing I'm gonna do that everyone wants me to read.
Oh, never mind.
Yes, we can hang out. Yeah, I was. Yes, everything outrages me. My only character trait is outraged idealism. Yes, 100%. Which is to say, there is some lettuce. Carrot. Joanna, when are you going to read Men at Arms? Oh, I know why. I got to send Joanna MMPB that isn't the sucky one, so she'll read it. Yeah, so we watched Encanto, and I'm obsessed with the music, and my students are all obsessed with music. So randomly, again, as I said, I'll just be sitting there and go, no clouds allowed in the sky.
And I like.
Oh, but I get the umbrella. Yeah.
I cried.
So Encanto, my nephews hate Encanto, and many children that I like, people that I know, like, kids hate Encanto. And I'm not surprised. It's not a kids movie. It's not a movie for little children. They purposely kept out any like zany sidekick. And so there's not a ton in it for kids. And most little children don't really understand family pressure and generational, like surface pressure. Like little children don't understand that yet. It is a much better movie, I think, for teenagers and above, because anyone who feels pressure from family or feels like the family doesn't understand them, like, it's an amazing movie for them. But little children tend not to grasp that kind of nuance at this point. So it doesn't surprise me that, like, little kids don't like Encanto. I like Encanto.
Our oldest nephew was complaining because he was like, "There's no villain."
I mean, that is a big complaint that I have with movies too. But there is a villain. It's Abuela.
Well,
I mean, I know. Yes, no clouds allowed in the sky. I love Felix. He's my favorite in that. Yes, Logan. So that's just the modern way, unfortunately. Because I said the same thing when listening to it. I'm like, it sounds like a pop song rather than like an old, Menken and Ashman song. But that's just the way it's going to be. But if it's going to sound like a pop song, at least it's Lin-Manuel Miranda, who is amazing. 7-foot frame, rats along his back. When he calls your name, it all fades to black. Oh, he sees your dreams, feasts on your screams. We don't talk about Bruno, no. Okay, anyway. Yes, Carrot. I love Carrot. I love the way Carrot grows over the series. Yes, I have to read that. It was Alex. I said, yeah. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean you're out of hashtag damaged t-shirts?
Is the leaf? Is that the like maple leaf? Is that when they revoke your leaf?
Yes.
I love it.
What's up, Chaz? Yes, boosh. My magical spells. Oh, I want to read Pratchett. Like, I just want to keep reading Pratchett, but I have other things that I have to read. Gross. Yes, Men at Arms. Yes. First of all, Gregory especially is going to love the later Guards books. Encanto's just good. Yeah. I had Sander. Yes. So Abraham as a single author, Age of Ash is getting like pummeled in the Goodreads ratings because and I'm not invalidating people's opinions. They're allowed to have them, but Age of Ash is very much being marketed as from one of the authors of The Expanse. If you are hoping for Leviathan Wakes when reading Shadow and Summer, Dragon's Path, or Age of Ash, you're not going to get Leviathan Wakes. It is a slow burn, and so there's a bunch of people reading Abraham's solo works for the first time in Age of Ash, and they're not liking it. He's getting a ton of 2 stars. I mean, it's an Abraham first book. It's going to be slow, but his character work is fantastic, and what he's setting up is incredible. So I know the Holderness family, not personally, but I mean, like I discovered them with their Christmas Jammies song, whenever that came out a long time ago. So they have one for They have one for Bruno. So if you did not hear this at my competition, my kids' competition, they had, and guys, this is the nerdiest thing literally that's ever happened ever. My children won first place at regionals and are taking it to state because the judges at the regional competition said, they're like, hey, whichever students did this, you're going to tell them to make a video and take it to state. They made from Hamilton the song "What Did I Miss" by Jefferson David Diggs. What did I miss? What did I miss? That they made a parody of "What Did I Miss" about the famous Athenian general and triple agent Alcibiades. So it is literally Alcibiades coming back from Persia, parodied for "What Did I Miss?" And it's absolutely incredible. It is 4 of them, and they mixed it, and it sounds amazing. It is absolutely brilliant. And so I told you that story to tell you this one. They are also making a "We Don't Talk About Nero" parody to "We Don't Talk About Bruno." They're brilliant. These 4 brilliant girls. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for it. Anyway, again, if like the Latin judges were like, because like very specific ancient Greek history that appeals to very few people. It's very, very tiny niche. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Maybe my brother's nephews are just, grumpy. Encanto's fantastic. My wife has been cha-chaing weren't you, Christina, what were you making when you were doing your salsa dancing? Chicken. Yeah, she's making chicken and doing the dancing. Yes. Philip says, hey. Hello. Philip. I love Philip.
Get more coffee. Sorry, guys. There's no coffee left.
Philip, you should also read Men at Arms and more Pratchett. There's a documentary on Ashman? Dang.
Oh,
I love Ashman.
Watch that.
Agree. 100%, Derry. There's just so many good books to read. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. So,
booktuber.
So all of you that want history videos, it's coming, guys. Like, it's stressful to think about it. I have to start with the Iliad, and I just need to sit down and do it. I've not read Emperor's Blade. It will probably be toward the end of the month. I tend to read the read-along books toward the end of the month so I can remember everything. Age of Ash is fantastic. Yeah, I know, Katrina. So I have his first M.L. Hanover book, and it seems very, I don't know. I mean, I'll read it, but I'm not certain I'll like it. Yeah, like slow doesn't mean boring. So all of Abraham's books are slow, but they're not boring. Best coach. Who's a coach? Oh, I guess I am. Yeah. I am their Kurtaman coach, Latin Quiz Bowl, which is the nerdiest thing ever, where it's like, this emperor killed himself while the Praetorian Guard was, before the Praetorian Guard.
Like Jeopardy, but specific to...
Yeah, beep, they buzz in. I always win. I don't. We always win Kurtaman at regionals because I take it seriously. Like, it's one of my favorite things. Such a big deal to win Quiz Bowl. Oh my gosh, Sarah, thank you so much. Thanks for the super sticker. Thank you, Phil. It's like we did the best we have ever done. We can't win first place because so it's each person that competes, like if they get any kind of like first through fifth place, they get points. Well, one of the schools that is there has a club that's like 4 times the size of ours.
Because they require participation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. If you take Latin, you have to go. I don't do that. I'd rather take people who care rather than kids who won't.
To do that either.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, you're right. I'm also not required. And so we can't beat them. So when I got there, we were getting 3rd at regionals, and we've gotten 2nd every year since I've been at this school. So it's really not trying to get first because we can't. So it's a matter of how well my students do versus theirs. If you took our top 25 versus their top 25, because the state competition caps you at 25 members. So to stop this very thing. And so our top 25 crushed their top 25. Like they were incredible. We brought home more first place, more best in shows. So like vocabulary, the vocabulary competition is ranked like level 1, level 2, level 3, because obviously a level 1 Latin doesn't know as much vocabulary as level 3 Latin. But like things like the history or the Hellenic history or the history of the empire, that doesn't change. Like there's no reason that a level 1 should know less than a level 3 other than they've been doing it longer. So they all take the same test. So there's a first place for level 1, a first place for level 2, and a first place for level 3 in that. Between those 3 places, all of those first places, whoever got the most gets what's called best in show. So they get a trophy, meaning they not only got first, they got more correct on their test than any of the other 2 that got first place. And so we had more best in shows we've ever had. We had like 24 first places and 6 best in shows. It was absolutely incredible. One girl wrote a speech, like there's a speech competition. She wrote a speech as from the perspective of Fulvia, who is the wife of Publius Claudius Pulcher and then later Mark Antony. And it was incredible. Thank you so much. It was just, they did so well. Both of our Kurtaman teams, our level 1 and level 2 Kurtaman teams, won first place. Not only won handily. Our level 1s won, it was like 170 to 65 to 5. And then our level 2 team, was like, it was like 220 to 40. So kind of my guys were, look, my guys are, it's not a video. It's just, they're making a video for state because it needs to have a video at the state competition.
So it's not a video yet.
Correct. They just have an audio recording. They have a track of it. Charmaine, I can put the, if you want, I'll put the track in the Discord. Though, I mean, again, if you're not super big on Greek history, it won't make any sense. But they're absolutely incredible students. I agree. The cover is fantastic. I wish they would start a YouTube. They said because there's a competition for publicity at state that they're going to start a YouTube channel just to put up like the stuff that we do. Like when we sang Christmas carols in Latin, they did there's a dance. Okay. On Just Dance, there's a song that is about Russia and they do Russian dancing in it, but it's an American song, but it's about Russia. If you know what song I'm talking about, tell me, because I have like a 4-minute video of them 13 students doing a dance to this song about Russia.
Was that at the Christmas party?
That was at the Christmas party, yeah. Yes, Philip. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Okay, guys, so I'm behind. Let me catch this out. That would be nice, Derry. For now, it's the classroom. But I appreciate all of you guys that support us here. Like, it is just like everyone's so kind and so nice, and it's just fantastic. No, but Gates of Fire. That's a historical fiction about Thermopylae. That is on my list. So I've learned that I can read historical fiction really well on audio. So I've added those things to there as well. Yeah, freaking. What is it? What is Lucius? No, Tiberius Claudius Nero. No, that's Claudius. That's Claudius. Ahenobarbus, or it's his dad. I need to go look at their friggin' full names. But yeah, Nero was the one that was running that killed himself rather than be killed by the Praetorian Guard. Yeah, so I'll talk about D&D. Oh, hold on, before I hit everything else. So the reason I haven't read Scarab Path, I am on the struggle bus with Time of Courage, guys. And it makes me sad because I love John Gwynne. But the last 2 weeks of January, I was reading Time of Courage for 2 weeks and I was only halfway through. And so I finally switched over to audio. So I've got I guess 50 pages left on audio. I read it because I wanted to finish the series because I'm trying to knock off series. It was a poor choice to read it at that time because I didn't really it wasn't the book I wanted to read, but I did want to finish the series. So I have struggled, and it makes me sad because I love John Gwynne, but I have definitely been on the struggle bus with Time of Courage, and it makes me really sad. So that's why I haven't. It took the entirety of my of the end of January, and it's only 600 something pages. Meanwhile, I read 500 pages of King's Blood, of Dagger and Coin. I read it in 4 days, and so it's just been hashtag struggle bus. I have no idea how many pages that is, but it sounds like it's too long. Thank you so much, Sarah. And Olivia is gorgeous as always. I still have to start Realm of the Underlings, guys. I'm gonna try to get to it this year, though. I want to be like super hipster and like, you know, make all the Hob stands mad by reading Shaman's Crossing, reading her Soldier Son series first instead of Realm of the Underlings.
That's so cool.
Yes, plenty. So there is I have that core group of kids really wants to take AP Latin next year, where we read Caesar, you know, Gallia, est omnes Luisan, partes tres, and the Aeneid. But there's only like 6 of them that want to, so we'd have to like stack it with a Latin 3 class because they won't let me teach. You know, they won't let me teach a small class, which is, you know, hashtag dumb. Yeah, it's dumb. So I'm hoping that will make, because there are so many in jokes with the Aeneid. Like there's one point where they've shipwrecked, and Aeneas is trying to like, you know, cheer up his troops. And he says, terque quaterque beati, 3 and 4 times blessed, he says to you know, his Trojans. And my students before in AP Latin, my past AP Latin kids, they would take AP Latin tests and they would just get like wrecked, as they would say. And they're like, Walker, what's the Latin word for wrecked? And I'm like, I don't know, rectare rectatus. And so they changed it to terque quaterque rectati, which means 3 and 4 times wrecked. And they would just bemoan it. Every time I pass out an AP test, they'd go, ehu terque quaterque rectati, after they would hand it in. Because they got 3 and 4 times wrecked.
Oh my God. That's cute.
Oh yeah, we got to get this on video. Yes, they are taking. I actually had a bunch sign up for the National Latin exam this year, so they'll take it in March. Okay, so they are phenomenal, Stephen. Like the Warlord Chronicles are phenomenal. Like freaking Winter King was my number 2 book of the year, which I did not expect. And Lancelot is absolutely infuriating. He's not as bad as Hakeswill, barely. Hakeswill sneaks out barely, because Hakeswill is just so intentionally evil. Lancelot's just a coward. So yeah, I'll get you guys the audio. Rasputin is, yes, the Rasputin song. Thank you. It's like there was a Russian man. That song, right? Yeah. So they're doing. I have like a 4-minute video of my kids doing like the Just Dance, like the Russian, like on like halfway, the crouch video that makes you have to have like super strong legs to do. Yeah, that one. Yes, thank you guys. It's Rasputin. I was wondering, because I'm so behind on comments, I'm always like, why are they saying Rasputin?
Who is your favorite fictional cat?
Grebo from the witch books, the Pratchett witch books. He like looks like a pirate. Like he's this ratty, huge cat that has like missing an eye, has just scar tissue and mange everywhere, because he's just like this incredibly like mean cat. I love Grebo. Bye, Joanna. Oh yeah, you saw in the thumbnail. They have not taken the National Latin exam yet. I haven't done it for a couple of years because COVID and hurricane and whatever. So I'm doing it this year. Nice, it's excellent.
Do it.
Yes, I saw that in the Discord, Nano. I'm teaching, actually. I'm on Philip of Macedon in my classes right now, teaching Philip. After the company, I am reading probably a novella. I think I'm probably reading Emperor's Soul by Brett Sanderson, that novella, and then I'm going to read Emperor's Blade? ? Emperor's Blades. Worst book I've ever read is Catcher in the Rye.
Really?
I hate Catcher in the Rye. I hate it so much. Worse than Crimson Guard?
No, worse than was it Akamath?
I haven't read Akamath. ACOTAR. No, ACOTAR. I've read books that are worse than ACOTAR. Oh no, Albert. No, it's freaking Catcher in the Rye. I hate Catcher in the Rye. Yeah, it was just the wrong time to read it, which is the problem. Rage Dragons is 2 stars. Yeah, that's too long. Yes.
I'm gonna try this book next. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's bizarre, Cyprian. I just have not it's just the wrong time to read it. It's not bad. I just struggled to push through it. What are you reading? Eleanor? Has anybody read this? Eleanor Oliphant? I only know Timothy Oliphant.
I'm gonna try it.
Thanks so much, Adrian. Adam, thank you. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yes. Okay, good. It is Rasputin. Everybody knows Rasputin. What? Really? Peyton's class has 8 kids? This is such trash. Like down here, literally, if it doesn't have 16, like I have to have 15 kids to make a class. It's absolute trash. Thank you, Niru. Yeah, it's crap. Like it's crap. In my district, like there's no freaking electives, so they won't allow me. The problem is there are too few electives, so they need a place to throw children. So they will not let me teach a course or anybody teach a course that has 4 kids in it. Well, they'll let AP Physics make with 4 kids because remember, physics is an important course. But AP Latin as an elective, no, they won't let me do it. So it's trash. That's trash. Maurice is fantastic. Yas, Grebo. Also, those same kids who made the I haven't seen Luca yet. Those same kids that made the Alcibiades thing and are going to make We Don't Talk About Nero. We just learned about, like I said, we're learning about Philip of Macedon. So we just this past week learned about Olympias, his 4th wife, Mother of Alexander the Great, and they are convinced they love Olympias, so they call her Olympias because that's who they are as people. Oh my gosh. That's really everyone wants me to read Empire of Silence. Bye, Sarah. Thank you so much. Everyone's already gone by the time I noticed those. Thank you so much. I am actually, my next audio read, as soon as I finish Time of Courage, is Full Moon. So I reread Stormfront, and now I'm going to work my way through on audio with the Dresden books. No, Albert, you know that. I didn't like Red Dragons. It's okay. Sarah, the fake Greatcoats fan. Sarah, read Tales of the Greatcoats. And also, why did you like Empire of the Vampire? Angela really liked it.
Good, that's good to know.
Kate really wants to read it, wants to know what you think. Okay, so if I had to set a curriculum, so there is nothing wrong with reading Dickens. Like, there's nothing wrong with reading the classics. I
liked Dickens.
I hate Dickens.
Well, I only read Great Expectations. I liked Great Expectations.
I think there is a place for the classics. The issue is that they don't let you read anything that you want to read. To say that non-classic fantasy or non-classic genre fiction, there's nothing to learn from it is dumb. Like it's just not right. So we should be encouraging kids to read, not just read the classics. You can analyze theme and structure in a modern book. That's literally what BookTube does. Like go watch Philip Chase's channel. You know what I mean? Like it's just dumb. Sorry, go ahead.
So like if you were writing a curriculum, would you have like a set of this is the assigned, we all read the same thing. Here's a project where you pick a book you read and you apply what we learned from reading these books to reading whatever book you pick.
Sure. Like
something like that.
I got a kid reading Catch-22 in his English class. And I was talking to him about that yesterday. Which I liked. I liked Catch-22 when I read it in school, but most of the books I read in school I hated. So I would encourage like you can learn about theme and structure from stuff that isn't, paid by the word, Dickens. Or Holden phony. It's a phony. Oh, I hate phonies. I hate Holden Caulfield. It's like the proto Zane. I mean, no, it's audio. Like once I swap to audio, it's fine because audio, I can't read anything else in the car, like while I'm driving. So those are my commute. Bye. So those are my commute things. Yeah, I don't like Catcher in the Rye. Sarah DNF'd it. Monica likes it. It's such crap. Such crap. This is insane. All these people with their yes, Zara. Yeah. Latin is not taught in many schools. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to catch this stuff. I mean, that makes more sense than following the guy. What the crap? Peyton's a junior in college. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Logan with his hot takes. 12 kids in your graduating class. Wow, madness. That's a tiny school. Madness. Oh my gosh, there's so many books I gotta read. Yep, Charmaine, always. We will see. Yeah, Sarah. Do you have another Austin?
I mean, I do. I want to read all of them, but I have so many books. Hello. Okay. I added up, or like I collected all the books in our house that like I want to read, and I have like 30 something books. So I do that I own and like want to read. So some people were buying me like birthday and Christmas gifts and were, I think, a little upset there were no books on my wish list. I was like, look, guys, I have like 30 things we already own that I'm trying to read and I want to get through them. So yes, because I've only read 2 Austen books, which is a little embarrassing to admit. I've only read Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility. And Alan bought me this lovely book that has like all of like 7 different novels in it. So I'm just going to go through and read all of those, but I don't know at what point. I don't know. I don't really have a strict TBR. I have a stack, and I just kind of work through it at whatever pace.
Albert, the only reason I haven't started Emperor's Silence on my TBR currently is because it's 700 pages. Like, I am trying not to put anything that's 700 pages on my TBR on purpose. So if it gets the wheel, then I'll read it. But otherwise, like, it's too long for right now. I'm trying to get rid of smaller books. Everyone has told me Emperor's Soul is really good.
I'm the missus.
Yes, thank you so much. You are the missus.
I'm the missus. I like that.
Christina's going to film. I think we have to film our assumptions video, and then she's going to film a review of, I agree, Philip. She's going to film her review of
the
Schwab books.
Mm-hmm. The duology.
See you, Chaz. I have not even heard of that, but I'm going to look it up. Michael, how are things in PA? No, I know. Like, I would teach a Discworld course if they'd let me.
Yes, he has.
I very often consider writing a novel. I used to write all the time. Like, that used to be the thing I did. Like, more than reading, I used to write. And then every now and then I'll find like some of my old writing, like mashed in like an old yearbook or like an old folder or something. And I'm like, man, I read a lot of D&D books because they're all like in that style, in that vein. I worked on the same project since I was a junior in high school. And I had written like 400 pages on it twice and then scrapped it and rewrote. And then I finally abandoned it because I'm just like, I ain't never gonna get this done.
You let me read some of it though.
Yeah.
It was good.
So I'm working on something else currently, but I don't have time, and writing is hard. Writing is hard, and it's just, I don't know. It's also embarrassing to talk to people about writing, but I mean, I'm excited to actually write something at some point because,
you should.
It's just I don't know. It's
hard to find the time.
Yeah, I mean. Like, I write something, I'm like, that's crap. And then I stare at it and like, how do I fix it? And that's just not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to just write and then fix it later.
Yeah.
No, Philip, look, exactly. Like, they make kids hate school or hate reading, which is so frustrating. Now, see, this is cool. This is a good thing right there. Yes.
That is a heavy insult.
Charmaine, Dandelion Dynasty it's about to cross the threshold, Charmaine. Like, it's about to cross the threshold, which is going to make me sad because I really wanted to read it.
What's cross the threshold?
Cross the threshold is now like so many people are talking about it, and
it makes you not want to read it.
Correct. Like, I really wanted to read it, but it's about to cross the threshold. Yeah, like, there's nothing wrong with the assigned reading. It's the fact that they won't let you read anything outside of it.
Some of the assigned reading's weird though. And I feel like they pick really weird things. I don't know. Maybe it's just my experience. But we read some books that I was
See you, Philip.
And I really liked reading.
Yeah. But
we read things that I was like, what the crap?
Thank you. Holy crap. That's ridiculous. Yeah. No, I mean that's my experience. I read things and it's like, no one's read this. Oh, sad. Persuasion. Have you read Persuasion?
Me? No, not yet.
Oh, I definitely haven't. There's so much.
I don't. It's so embarrassing though because I read like one book, so I would be in there for like 30 seconds. I read this book; it was good.
That's true, but I can pop you in for that 30 seconds.
I am trying to read more.
Nice, Barbara Pym. I've heard of Barbara Pym. Dang.
Yes.
Thanks, Zach. I'm gonna read. I'm determined to read Threadlight this year. Once it gets closer to August with the release of that third one, I'm gonna have to be like, all right, I'm just gonna have to read these 2 books, and so I can read that third book. I like to be at the crest of the hype. Well, I actually don't, but I will be at the crest of the hype for this one. But yeah, like I like flintlock stuff, and I like fantasy with machines in it, and I always have. My D&D games have machines in them because I love fantasy with machines. It's so much fun. Speaking of D&D, someone mentioned D&D earlier, so we're trying to me and Bookborn and Jimmy and others TBD, are gonna be playing a D&D game. It's not gonna be live because I'm gonna edit out all the It has been a hot minute since I've run a game because my group fell apart. Like, you know, one moved away and then one became the actual like main manager at his job. So he literally works at his job all the time. I can barely get him once every 2 weeks to freaking play Gloomhaven. And then, yeah, just lost people. And so I haven't played in forever. So I got to dust off the cobwebs. But I love D&D. Like, I love D&D so much. Gonna get back into it. I have never worn tweed in my entire life, Bryce. Not even one time. Like, I don't like dressing up. So I am very fortunate. Like, my districts, I don't like my district as far as education is concerned. But we're a beach school, so we have very loose dress code policy. So I can wear t-shirts and jeans every day, and I do because I like being comfortable. I am not comfortable in slacks and like suit stuff. I don't like jackets. I have my fleece jacket that I'll wear if it's cold, but that's it. So I am
very nice sweaters, and he never wears them.
I don't really like them. I'll wear them if it's really cold, but I don't really like them. Yeah, well, I mean, you'll see. I wrote. I had back when I had a live journal. I had several friends and I wrote like kind of a parody e-zine, and so I'd write like Pratchett style stuff in that. But that's different than the main story thing. I read Japanese translated stuff and Latin translated stuff. So I read like Suetonius but I mean these are not like fiction. Barbara Pym, have you heard Barbara Pym? Yeah, I mean, I completely get that. One day. Yeah, I mean, it's just frustrating. People don't like to read as much. But I mean, my kids don't know any words. Like, my students don't know any vocabulary. The tests they fail the most are not the Latin tests. They bomb the derivatives tests, where when we learn vocab, I give them derivatives and I go over what they mean and I use them in context. And I'm like, okay, guys, like, you know, study these because I know y'all don't know these freaking words. And it's not like they're incredibly difficult words. It's words like insurmountable or what are some other ones? Like pecuniary or mercenary, not as a noun, but as an adjective, like a mercenary attitude, one that, you know, you're gunning for money. And they don't know these things because they do not speak in these multisyllabic words like this, and they don't read, so they don't see them in context, and they bomb them because the test is literally like, I give them a word, I give them a sentence, and it's like it's the most like unwieldy prose ever because I explain the definition in the sentence rather than just like leaving it like, so there's a blank, and they haven't even have a word bank, and there's a blank, and rather than just using it in context, which, you know, I should, I instead comma and then like include the meaning of the word like in the context of the sentence. So it's just these bloated sentences, and they still can't do it. Me and Finn, his friend, we took the derivatives test and killed it because y'all freaking read and you know words. And he really does. He puts so like without knowing any context. Like, I never took Latin, so I don't know. I'll read an example. The Latin is, but Finn and I killed it. We would have aced Alan's class. I know. Because I even give him, as I said, I even give him a freaking There's a word bank. So there were like a couple that I guessed on because the word bank, there's more words in there than what you actually need. Mm-hmm. But we were able to figure it out. We both got A's, right, on all of them. Yeah, you missed like one. Like missed one on each test, maybe. Here, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. Here we go. If it can pop up. What the crap? Oh, dag nabbit. Picked a bad one. Yeah, that's lame. Hold on, that one didn't. Hold tight, guys. Un momento, por favor. Here we go. Do number 3. That one. Trying to figure out what the actual answer is to that one. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. On the night before Caesar's murder, his wife had suffered a terrible blank, comma, warning her in advance of the conspiracy, though she was unable to convince Caesar of the danger. And the answer is premonition, and it's right there. And they don't. I knew the answer before I even looked at the word bank. Yeah, exactly. So it's just stuff like that. Because he defines it anyway. Yes, as it should. I also want to change the outrage. Yes, I know. In my city. Hold on, I've got to. Oh, I'm trying to catch up. So behind. 12:53. I'm only 6 minutes behind. We're good. Lord of the Flies. I don't. Yeah, I get that. Evie loves Persuasion. Are you gonna read Persuasion? You should read Persuasion next for Evie.
What's the next one in the book? I'm probably just gonna read the next one in the book.
They don't go in order.
I want to read them in order, though. I like it.
Okay, so we're gonna give you that 30 seconds in my wrap up.
For me to be like, I read
look at this multiple favorite Persuasion.
That's good to know. I haven't read it yet.
My pen name would probably be Alan Walker. I don't use a pen name. Or Outraged Idealist would be my pen name. The pen names just confuse me. They just confuse me when people use pen names. Really? Good for that AP program, letting them pick between those two. I mean, it is too I wouldn't read those two, but though, if y'all hang around, in just a few minutes, I will be reading the first chapter of this book live. So she says she's going to read Mansfield Park next for the Austin. So give me a second now, and I'll read that. Vote for Emma as the favorite. Okay, so my hype level for Elden Ring is pretty high. I don't like the fact, like my buddy and I play the Dark Souls games like together, like simultaneously, not in the same world, but we, and compare progress. But he really wants to play it like on launch. I don't, because I follow a guide, because that's the kind of person I am. Like, I don't want to wander around and, I don't have the time. I need to follow a guide to know where I'm going. So I'm not super hyped to play it because there's not gonna be a bunch of guides out, which sucks. But I am pumped to play it because I love the Souls games. No.
Oh, because you're talking about that book.
The Grace of Kings. No, Grace of Kings is fine because it's not like Long Press and Discworld. I don't ever hear anybody talking about Discworld online, and Long Press Quartet no one's read. So it's different than like people being hyped for Stormlight, which literally every person in the world has read, which is completely different.
You're just a wannabe hipster.
Oh yeah. I just don't like.
Can't read what's popular.
I just don't like seeming like I'm chasing the trend or whatever. Mostly it's that people keep spoiling crap for me.
Lame.
So reading struggle.
Kristen.
Look at that. Yeah, and one book a month is a lot more than people. Nice. See, one book a month, and I'm gonna definitely include you. So, okay. Thank you so much, and brave the cold.
Good luck.
Persuasion is underrated.
No,
I used to play D&D all the flipping time. Nice. 100%. The Finnish education system is superior to ours. Like I used when. Again, talking about derivatives, I gave them the derivative innumerable yesterday, and I'm like, the public education system has innumerable problems.
That's the context that you put the word in for them.
Yeah. And they are uncountable. I cannot count them. Nice. Like, that's the thing. Like, adjusting to playing online. Like, I literally think I'm going to make them roll dice on their desks, like, rather than an online thing. Like, I think I'm too old. I think I'm too old school. I think I'm just going to roll dice. I don't like sleeves. A trilby hat, so I can go what? Milady.
I would love that. When I come home, you can start playing Milady.
My head is too big, so hats don't fit me.
This is true.
My head is 24 inches in circumference.
I
have to order.
Big,
no, but it is. I have to special order hats for real.
I didn't believe him. Like, I was like, your head's not that big.
Like, guys,
but we've bought hats together.
Yeah, all I want is a top hat, and I can't get a top hat that's my size. Like, they're always out of stock.
But it doesn't look big.
Yeah, in America, a lot of places won't let teachers wear jeans. It's really ridiculous. Mine does. I'm definitely gonna play 5e. So 5e is a more player friendly 2e. That's what I loved about 5e, is that it took a lot of the really good things about second edition and just made them less deadly. Second edition, I mean, you're dead. Like, you die like 12 times a battle. I did. I had a live journal. That's true. Yes.
They charged you.
Yeah, we don't have uniforms. Thank goodness.
Look, all 4 books of battle.
Yes. No. Okay.
Read it.
Look, Patrick isn't the authority. Patrick's wrong. Like, I love Patrick, and he's a fellow 5-star strumpet, and he's right a lot of the times. He's wrong on the Fall of Babel. Patrick and like the other like 3 or 4 people who don't like Fall of Babel, with all due respect, they are incorrect. Way more people like it. And here's the thing. Even if you didn't like Fall of Babel, 1, it ain't 1 star, Patrick. Like, it's just not. Second, even if it's disappointing, it does not negate how good the first 3 books are. The Shadow Campaigns is still one of my favorite series, Flintlock Fantasy series by Django Wexler. And I don't like the last book, but I really like the first 4. So don't regret it. Read them. They're excellent.
I loved the books.
See?
The writing is gorgeous. Like, the prose is beautiful. And there's so many things throughout the book that you're like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what it's like. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, this is life. This is true. And the 3rd book was so fun.
Yeah.
So, and I did enjoy the 4th book. I really did. So
same. I have read Jade City. I am going to have to reread it if I'm going to finish Greenbone. I am purposely not reading it to make Charmaine mad right now. Because
why would you want to make Charmaine mad?
Because Charmaine.
We love Charmaine.
That's true. I do love Charmaine. I don't know why I'm doing it to Charmaine. Maybe I'm doing it. Maybe I'm being hostile to Abby because Abby really likes it, and Abby was hostile to Fall of Babel. But really, at this point, it's because it's Charmaine's favorite. Like, I'm determined not to read it now. But I do need to finish Greenbone and see what the hype of Jade Legacy is all about. Yes, I know. Like, you've written like 8 books now, right?
Says the author.
I agree. It is good. Books of Zara. See, look at all these. Look at those people.
Yeah.
I have never heard a kid say that. If I did, I would throw a desk at them. Yes, word of the day. Dress code. They have a dress code, but the problem is if you're going to do a dress code, you can't have this nebulous dress code that we have. You either need to have like a couple rules where when I was in school, it was you couldn't wear flip-flops, couldn't wear tank tops, and your pants, your shorts or skirt or whatever had to go past your index fingers. We have there's way more rules to where it's very confusing, but they used to have uniforms. Like, they either need to do uniforms or like just a couple rules because it's impossible to enforce. Also, when they're in, like, if they're violating dress code, I'm supposed to send them to the office so they can change. Because they're wearing like pajama pants, like, while it's stupid, like, wear pants to school, kids. It's not
nightmares about wearing pajama
pants
to school.
Yeah. I mean, it's not worth losing 20 minutes of my instruction time to send them to change. Like, it's just a waste of my time, so I don't do it. Unless they're like wearing something, like, unless there's bits hanging out of them, which I don't teach kids like that, but I've seen them in the hallways. I don't send them to whatever. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
You just know, like, that's the word.
Yeah, my kids don't know anything.
You don't need a word bank.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's the obvious answer. They can't get it with a word bank. That's so sad. Another vote for persuasion. A.K. Walker. No, I'm not.
A.K. Walker.
No. There are too many initialed names. I can't keep them straight.
I like the random K though. Yay!
Mansfield Park. Okay, so Christy likes Mansfield Park the best. I've seen it. Isn't there a movie of Mansfield Park?
Probably. I think there's a movie of almost all of them.
Oh.
Or maybe all of them.
Antoine Delacroix.
I like it.
Nice. Angela's gonna read that.
Yay.
Y'all should you should coordinate. That's the word. Guys, shut up, Logan. Yeah, Stormlight. I'm gonna get too long. So Mistborn Era 2 is next for Sanderson. Okay, so I think they are different. Though, right? I haven't read Leviathan Wakes, so I think if you didn't like Leviathan Wakes, that's actually a point in Long Price's favor. Yeah, hype can affect the reading experience. Yes, Derry, I know. I was shocked when I saw you had a channel. I'm like, when did you start a channel? Yes, agreed. Real, that's the way to go. Oh my God. If you could, I will wear it. At least I will wear it on a video or in a stream if I have a Trilby hat that fits my head.
You're not the only one.
If I can get one, I can't get one. I would wear my top hat, like literally. It would be super posh, Alan.
Maybe we shouldn't get you one.
Really? Nice. I want a top hat so bad. So I can walk around and like flip halfpennies to like workhouse orphans.
You're gonna get a monocle too?
Yes. I've seen your dad's top hat, Albert. I know. My the only hat that fits me is my Auburn hat, my baseball hat that I wear when I'm traveling and stuff. Yeah, it is a stretchy back. Yes, Andrew is Andrew is a Time Lord. He is the regeneration of me from the future. Green Bone. Logan.
Honey, we gotta catch up.
Logan. I'm trying. How far are we behind? We're only 4 minutes behind. We're getting it. Oh, I just said that, Andrew. Nice. Hola, hello.
One of the most Alan things I've heard.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Everybody likes it, so I can't read it yet. I have to wait till it dies
Correct.
down.
I do. I have
we just found out my Nana plays Wordle.
Yeah, I have a 32-day streak on Wordle. I love Wordle.
My grandma texted the whole family. I was like, guys, there's this new word game I love. You should all play it.
So Greenbone is on. It's on my Patreon wheel, and it's not like I don't want to read it. But again, Jade War 600 pages, so I'm not adding 600-page books to my TBR on purpose if I can avoid it. But I do want to finish it. I am going to finish it. Yay! Dress code. Bye, Zara. At Walker. AT. Emma, another one from favorite. Multiple movies for. Oh, okay. We're getting close. I think
Hype is given too much credit for.
So Hype has only ruined a couple books for me. Not usually. Most of the books I read are justified with the hype. It's really just like people breathing down my neck as I'm reading them. Like if I ever when I start to read First Law, I'm not gonna tell anybody. I'm just gonna read First Law and tell people afterwards.
Like go in a closet in the dark with a flashlight.
I think hype can affect people, especially if you just want to like the newest thing. But I don't think it necessarily ruins everything. No, I haven't read any Ken Liu period yet. Nice. I'm definitely not picking on you, Charmaine. You're my favorite, Charmaine.
We love Charmaine.
Yeah, we had a dress code and then we abandoned it. Sense and Sensibility. Oh, cool. Yeah, they are. You've read the whole Long Press Quartet, Bryce? Nice. I did not know that. Yeah, if I didn't have to work, I would read Swan Light. I can, as it stands. So the things that I have to do. So I have not actually taught Philip of Macedon or Alexander the Great before. So the problem is that I am barely staying ahead of my class, writing slides to discuss Philip and then later Alexander. So on any given day, I end up my day is over school's out at 3. I usually stay till 4 because kids are coming in. There's a kid that helps me grade, and there's kids like studying for other stuff, or they're the officers from the club, and we're talking about that kind of stuff. Or kids are coming in to make up tests they missed, and so I get home like 4:30, and then I'm freaking tired. But the time that I have to choose between filming something, editing something, which takes me at least an hour if it's short, usually 2 hours to edit something. Reading something. Playing a video game, watching TV. So TV, I almost never watch. Like I finally watched one episode of Money Heist that my buddy Finn wanted me to, of season 5, because I have been slacking. I need to play video games to decompress, but I played almost nothing this week because I was just so busy.
Also, I've been hogging because I just started a new game.
Yeah, we got Planet Coaster because the PlayStation Plus free game.
I've never played like a real game on the PS5.
I know, but you're killing it with Planet Coaster. And so also, so I have to write slides, which take forever. Like writing slides takes forever. Because I have to like synthesize information from multiple sources and whatever.
And writing tests too.
Yeah. Oh, and then grading, which I just refuse to do.
With the writing the test, even if it's the same class that he's always taught and he's doing the same material, he doesn't always end up testing at the same like place in the curriculum. So he's pretty much always writing tests, and then because of the stupid retake policy, he frequently has to rewrite the same test so that kids can have a retake option.
So stupid.
So it's crazy.
You should read Guns of the Dawn. Guns of the Dawn has all of those things.
Is that the one where the main character is a girl?
It's a girl, and it feels like a Jane Austen novel at times. Yeah, Emily Marshwick. Thank you, Ola. Yeah, I have not. I have the first book of that. I haven't read it yet. Yes, Alan R.R. Walker. First Law.
Did you see the one where someone said you should be Walker Allen?
Yes, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do.
Because it's the same name. It's just
Jesse. Yes. Jesse, I can't spoil it. Jesse, you need to get out that challenge video, please, so you can tell everyone how superior my choice for you was. If y'all don't know Jesse, go subscribe. Jesse is my my lord and patron.
Jesse has the best laugh too.
Yes, correct. I am a Jesse loyalist. Jesse was the first my first big booktuber friend who shouted me out once, and I went from 120 subscribers to 360 overnight. So my allegiance, if Jesse ever goes to war, like I am,
you're like, let's go.
I mean, yes, I am honor bound to go with her. So Beth says hello, Christina.
Hello.
Yeah, Andrew, you have hot first law takes. Some of my kids watch. I had a kid tell me the other day. They were like, "Hey, I caught your Jeopardy live," and I was like, y'all know y'all can, like, it doesn't bother me if y'all are watching the thing. You can comment in the comments. Like, you're not gonna get in trouble. Thank you so much. Like the community is just such a fantastic part of it.
That's what makes it worth it.
Yes, it does. It involves making a theme park.
Yes, it's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but new.
Okay, so we're almost caught up. Yes. So my D&D adventures are always, I like pre-made adventures because, but not completely, because pre-made adventures, whoever writes D&D adventures really, I mean, the storylines they're designed around combat. Like the storylines are like, so I tend to use pre-made adventures for like dungeons, because I don't like making dungeons. I don't like coming up with encounters and dungeons and things like that. I like the characters and the stories. So I usually take the skeleton of a pre-made adventure so that I don't have to, put treasure in a room and, decide what monsters are there and build a dungeon and maps. I don't forget that. So I tend to use the skeleton of a pre-made and then insert my own characters and storyline like on top of it, which is so much better. So I don't know what this is in reference to, but thank you, Grace.
You said you weren't.
I didn't realize I was that close to being caught up. Yes, Jesse. Jesse is amazing. I think Charmaine left because I think I was being mean to her. Come back, Charmaine. I miss you. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Yes, Guns of the Dawn. Thank you so much. Yes, Waking Fire is definitely on my list. It's definitely on my list. I own it. I have heard that it is. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna read first law.
Oh, Charmaine's still there.
Oh, she is. Okay, good. Jesse, thank you so much. Yes, Charmaine. I love Charmaine.
We have Jesse to thank for so much.
I know, Charmaine. I'm so sorry that I've been picking on you this stream. Please forgive me. Thank you so much. My book is lit. Thank you so much for the $4.99 spot. Yes, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for showing up. Guns of the Dawn is great.
What is
Kieran? I think it's Welsh. I don't know how to pronounce that.
One of our first booktube friends.
Kieran was literally the very first person to comment on any of my videos. Like he was the first commenter I ever had on BookTube. He said that if there was enough interest, that he definitely would. He says he has an idea for the sequel. I wish he would. Yeah, no one compares me to Charmaine, including me. Yes, Mark, thank you. I still remember. I watched you and Mike's talk, and I still know that you want me to read Prince of Nothing, and so I actually moved Darkness That Comes Before to a higher shelf so I could see it to remind me. So I'm going to try to read at least that first book this year, because also Jimmy's been talking nothing about it, nothing but great things about it. So
Katrina's threatening anybody that.
But swim with the fishes if you're mean to Charmaine. Yes, under the Charmaine. Katrina is a mob boss. So yeah, no one can be mean to Charmaine. Charmaine's the best. So I would be trolling you, Angela. Oh my gosh, Hilo. That's why I don't want to read them, because I don't like Hilo. I forgot about that. Welcome. Oh no. So Kieran will be the last person to comment before I die.
And we'll be the last.
Indeed. So so good. We're caught up. Yes, we're caught up to the chat.
You did it.
Indeed, I did do it.
It's a big feat.
So yeah, so stuff coming out I have a bunch of like backlogged videos. The video I'm most excited to come out with is my top 10 villain archetypes video that I've been working on for forever. I just have to sit down and do it because I love villains and I always have. Like I've always loved villains since I was a kid. Like I rooted for.
I think that's weird. What do you guys think?
I rooted for Ursula. I rooted for Jafar. I rooted for Scar. Not Gaston. Gaston. No, I never rooted for Gaston.
That would really be.
But I always rooted for the villains, and so there are certain types of villains that I really, really like, and there's certain types of villains I don't like at all. But I'm gonna do a video about my top 10 villain archetypes. That's what I'm excited about. I'm also going to do a Samuel Vimes deep dive, like a Samuel Vimes primer now that I'm finished with the watch books. I need to do a why you should read the Warlord Chronicles. And then I'm backed up on reviews like coming out of my eyes. So I think
I was wondering where you're going with that.
think the oldest review I need to put up is Thud, which I read in, let me check my spreadsheet. When did I read Thud? In August. I'm all the way in August behind on reviews, which is really unacceptable that I'm that far behind. So I got to figure something out and get these stupid reviews out.
You are a five-star strumpet.
Yeah, I had 39. I had 39 last year.
I'm looking at his spreadsheets like 5 stars, 5 stars.
Did you not watch my video where I said I had 39? You don't watch my channel.
I did, but I didn't.
You don't watch my channel.
How many books you read? So.
That's the Kenny G music that plays when I
Did you root for the humans in the Fox and the Hound?
I did not in Fox and the Hound. But villains are I just love villains in books. It doesn't mean I don't also like the heroes. I just also sometimes root for the villains. Yeah, Maleficent is awesome. Encanto's good. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Did you root for Cruella de Vil?
I need no, I don't like Cruella because no, not people that kill dogs, not that. Just people that kill other humans, I guess. Yeah, I need to do a Discworld panel vid because tons of
Kieran had a comment.
I saw what Kieran's. So Kieran.
No,
What?
About all the books he read there.
This? Oh, I saw it, Kieran. It is in process. I can show you how far I am on my audio. I can show you.
Oh, you've been reviewing?
Yes, I got distracted. Kieran thinks that I'm never going to do it because he has good reason to think that. But
it's taken a while.
Yeah, I will show. This is how far I am. If I can show him. Oh, go to there. It's here. So you can see it is there.
There's progress.
There you go. It is there. So it is there. Slowly. No, now I got behind again. Foolish.
That's okay.
Okay, Atreus is not the villain. Atreus is a hero. Jafar is amazing. Yes, Scar is awesome. I like Scar because Scar was the first villain to actually be efficient. Like he actually succeeded at something. Like by killing Mufasa. Most villains don't ever do anything. Like their plans suck. But yeah, I want to do a Vimes deep dive. Oh yeah, that's coming. That's definitely coming. That's probably going to be one of the reviews I'm going to come out soonish because most everybody wants that one. I like the T-Rex over the Raptors.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard that, Evie. I've heard tell of this strategy. And I don't. All of my books that I read aren't on that list, but I have a bunch of books that I want to. Because the thing is, if I reviewed the first 6 watch books, I obviously need to review 7 and 8. But like every book I read isn't on there. But I have a backlist stretching that. That is just the longest one back. I'm not on their team when they start being I don't know. There is a point where they start being awful, really rapey villains. No, that's when I'm just I'm not a huge fan of that. But
so speaking of villains, has anybody heard of the musical Twisted? No,
I'm gonna get coffee while you're talking about this.
If it'll focus. So this is by the same people that did a Harry Potter musical. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. It's pretty nerdy, but a Harry Potter musical. They also did Holy Musical Batman, which I haven't seen. And they did sequels of a Harry Potter musical. Anyway, they made one called Twisted. And
did you take the last of coffee?
I totally did.
Christina!
I told you I did. But anyway, there's this song, and I don't remember which song it is, but there's a song. So it's the story of Jafar, right? And it's one of the whole you know, the misunderstood villain kind of thing, the same way that like Maleficent, the movie Maleficent, with that kind of thing. Anyway, so there's a song where all the villains are coming out, including Ursula, and they're singing about how they're just misunderstood. And then Cruella comes out and is like, I just wanted a Coke made of puppies. And then there's this big pause, and all the villains are like, what's wrong with you? And they're like, no, and they kick her out. Anyway, you should watch Twisted if you haven't. That's the end of my story. I just thought it was really funny that all the villains rejected Cruella de Vil as like you are sick. Like, you got to get out of here. You are not one of us. We do not associate with you. Anyway, I ran out of things to say now.
It's gonna get loud.
Oh, we're gonna grind coffee. Plug your ears. Is it going? Plug your ears. Sorry, guys. Cover the microphone.
So there's no coffee. Anyway, so y'all have, I don't know. This crowd's making me want to write something, honey. Like,
do it.
So hard. I have to write Jeopardy questions like today, because Jeopardy's tomorrow. Yes, I'm actually doing one right now. Are you, whenever you're ready, Cuisinart?
Spit in my face.
Sorry. What is taking? Oh my gosh, Cuisinart.
How many cups are you making?
8.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, we're currently doing Brian Staveley's Unhewn Throne, Chronicles of the Unhewn Throne. So Emperor's Blade is the first book, which we're doing this month. Yzma, put your hands in the air. Woo!
Woo! Okay, I do like Yzma.
I love Yzma. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. The poison meant specifically to kill Cusco. I love Patrick Warburton. I met Patrick Warburton's mother.
And she told Alan that he was a good actor.
It's true. It's true. It's
because
like,
she
said,
went to a play he was in.
She's like, oh, Patrick would have loved this. That's what she said, literally.
Isn't that so cool?
It's a weird
what
story.
A nice
That's a weird story.
Is that
Jackal of Nar? Bryce, is that Jackal of Nar? Because I have Jackal of Nar, and I've had it since I started BookTube, and I haven't read it. And I don't know anybody else who has. So tell me, is that Jackal of Nar? Hold on. Yeah, I struggle unless it's like nonfiction or modern day stuff or historical fiction. I've done okay with. Yeah. Raptor, no. Guys, you understand? Like I love D&D. The first campaign, like everyone who plays D&D, you start campaigns and they get aborted and stuff like that. But my first D&D campaign, or the first one that we finished, it went all 4 years of high school and a year afterwards. And then the next one was 4 years, and that was back in the early 2010s. And they were just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, the Trace is Fireborn. Yes, I did know that. For garbage. That's so rude.
And it never occurred to me that his name wasn't always
That's what I'm
Scar.
saying, Karen.
Yay, they love a Harry Potter musical.
Nice.
Yes. Okay, fun fact.
So Aaron's heard of it. We met Evie. Evie, when are you coming down to Disney again?
In high school, me and my friends we were in theater and we wanted to put on a Harry Potter musical. So we literally transcribed the whole thing. They
heard you tell me that you drank all the coffee, and I didn't.
Thank you. But I was gonna play Draco.
What? How did I miss that?
It was when I first came back with this. I told you.
Okay.
Thanks.
The best freaking Toei Warriors game. Oh my God. John Gwynn, like Faithful and the Fallen would make a perfect Toei Warriors game. You can choose like Corbin or Veridus, or you can play from freaking Nethair's perspective, or Maquin. Are you kidding? Like Maquin's double dagger attack. That would make such a good Warriors game. I gotta contact John Gwynn. Be like, you need to contact Toei. Musical recommendations.
Making a video about musicals.
Mm-hmm.
Alan actually is better qualified for that than I am. He knows so many musicals.
I've seen many. I actually had to miss Dear Evan Hansen. We have when we paid off we are debt free as humans, which is awesome. And to do that, when we got debt free, we're like, you know what? Let's celebrate by not going into debt, but like let's celebrate by buying
season passes,
season tickets to Broadway across America. So we splurged on that because we both love musicals. And so the first one we went and saw was Fiddler on the Roof, which I had never seen on stage, and it was absolutely brilliant. And then Come From Away, which I had never seen or heard, period. And it was fantastic. And then the last one was Dear Evan Hansen, which was last weekend. I could not go because I had to take my children to the regional competition. So Christina had to go without me.
But
so
he was really nice and let me still go because originally he was hoping I would chaperone with him.
Yeah.
And so I went without him to see Dear Evan.
That's fine. The next one is Red Rising would also make a good Warriors game.
Kate's seen Twisted. Yes, it is good.
Nice.
I can't remember if it's appropriate. I remember there were definitely things in a Harry Potter musical that were a little like college kid humor. I can't remember if Twisted had any of that. So hopefully it's appropriate.
Okay, so I'm both. I like both. I am not someone like there's a the whole modern like morally gray movement doesn't like evil villains anymore, like villains who are evil just because they're bad people. I'm okay with a villain who's just evil because he feels like it. I'm also okay with a villain with a backstory. What I don't like is when a villain is really awesome and I really like the villain, and then late in the game they try to humanize him. It's like, stop. Like, just stop. Like, I don't care. Like, it's a bad guy. Stop. Don't humanize him. Like what they try to do with like Sephiroth, like later. Just stop. He's just a bad guy. Let's just go with it. Nice. All these people are gonna watch Twisted now. Look at this.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it.
Thank you, Kieran. Christina, take over party. That's the literal Dynasty Warriors game. Yeah, I'm always this energetic. Like I need coffee because I like the taste of coffee.
Sure, you need any more coffee? Alan drinks coffee like 24/7.
After Sun Eater is on my wheel of read along series. So after in April, when Young Human Throne is over, I'll get three picks for our next read along, and then it could vote. Sun Eater's going to happen. It just matters. Quickly rank all 5 Discworld Death books. Okay.
Go.
1 is Hogfather. 1 is Hogfather. 2 for me is going to be Mort, followed by Soul Music, followed by Reaper Man, followed by Thief of Time. I don't like the time monks. They confuse me. So
that's so sweet. Wanting to connect with your sister.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I like Shrek the musical.
Thank you so much,
too.
Marcus. Shrek the musical is excellent.
It's really good.
Emperor's New Groove is amazing. Kronk and Yzma. Oh my gosh, Logan. Logan is just.
I love Kronk.
Logan's 16. You have to excuse him. He can't help his bad take. He thinks that Pirates 3, the third Pirates of the Caribbean movie, is a fantastic movie. And he's like objectively incorrect on that. It's a terrible movie.
Sorry, Logan.
Do you like Pirates 3?
No.
I know. It's just not good. It's not good.
I do have to disagree with
Pirates
you.
1 is amazing.
That's okay.
Yes.
There's time to get better.
Xander likes the.
It brings you joy.
Yes, Bryce. Awesome. And the fact that you said there's a great villain in it. Nice. Thank you. I'm going to add that to the read along wheel. Because I've wanted to read that. Like, that's one of the early things on my TBR when I started BookTube. Yeah, the Atlantis has great animation, and it has Michael J. Fox, whom I love. Okay, so we have a smart TV, and I don't pay for cable, but for some reason I have like weird cable, like weird channels on my smart TV.
Cable, but there are channels.
There is a channel on my smart TV, Pluto TV, if you don't know what that is, that literally plays Family Ties. That's it. It's
the one show.
It only plays Family Ties 24 hours a day, and I love Family Ties because I love Michael J. Fox. And so I'll just put it on in the background while I'm editing or doing a crossword puzzle.
It's the new thing to replace Golden.
Guys, I love you guys. Like all these people here. Oh, it says only one person is watching. Oh, there it is.
That was like weird.
134. Sorry. Everyone here is so nice, and it's just
one of you.
Yes, see, Jesse likes Yzma also. I know.
Funny.
Why do we even have that liver? Wrong liver. Poor Yzma. I win. That's when she's a cat. Yeah.
That's your favorite fictional cat.
I did know that. Oh no, my favorite fictional cat is Scar from The Lion King.
Does that count?
I mean, it does now. He's a cat. He's a big cat.
He's kind of cat.
Word. Yeah, it is. I actually played no, it's not Claudius, but because that's not the Emperor. But I played Claudius in Hamlet in high school, and I enjoyed it. Memoirs. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Yes, I know, Jesse. Thank you guys for anyone who filled out the oh my gosh, Malazan would also be awesome. Freaking Anamander Rake and Dynasty Warriors. That'd be one of the levels is Dragnapur. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, I have, it's every aspiring person that wants to write, like has so many ideas, can't get it down on paper. Thanks, guys. It took us, we've been debt free for almost a year, haven't we?
Over a year.
Over a year.
Over a year. Just over a year. And we're staying out of debt.
Yeah.
And we saved up for Alan to get some dental work, and we planned it out so that we could always pay for it in cash. And so we're working hard.
So Hadestown, I was told this.
We listened to that in the car.
I do not. I like that it's based on Orpheus and Eurydice, but I just don't like the music. Like, I'm not a huge fan of, like, neither one of us is a huge fan of jazz, really. And
which I try really hard.
Yeah.
I like the idea of jazz, but I can listen to like one or two jazz songs at a time. Like, I don't know why.
So I have not. I've heard Hadestown, but I've not seen it. That does not mean that I would turn down an opportunity to see it if it came here.
Oh, yeah.
For example, our next one that we're seeing in February, Cats. I hate the musical Cats, but we're going to see it anyway.
Because we love seeing anything on a stage. It gives us something to talk about.
Yeah. Can you name any song from Cats that isn't Memory all alone in the moonlight? I don't know the rest of the words, but it's the only song in this show. Memory, there are cats who do not like me. Memory, and then it's over. Like, that's the whole thing. And I had a friend who knew that there was a song at the beginning about Jellicle cats, but he didn't actually know any of the words. So he would just bust out and go, Jellicle cats, Jellicle cats, Jellicle cats, Jellicle cats, Jellicle cats, Jellicle cats. And that was it. That was all he did. And we're like, hey, Matt. Yeah, we're like, Matt, what kind of cat is it? He'd be like, Jellicle cats, Jellicle cats, Jellicle cats. And then we'd sit there and be like, hey, Matt, I forgot. What kind of cat was it? Jellicle cats, Jellicle cats, Jellicle cats. This is all true.
Sometimes sitting next to Alan, you're in like the danger zone.
I hit a student in the face the other day on accident.
You did?
Yeah, because they were next to me doing something. I went, bah! I actually don't like coffee flavored anything. I only like coffee. I don't like coffee flavored stuff.
I have had coffee candy.
Yes, someone else who read Jackal of Nar. Nice. Oh, really? Okay, that's good to know. It's just good to know anybody's read it. That's awesome. Yes, agreed. Ola, that's exactly it. Like, I don't like, you can make them humanly evil. So I'm okay with them being justified, but not like, what's the word? Like I don't want a villain apologetics. Like, I don't want, to be like, oh, well, this is why it's like, I don't care. Like, you can explain and have him justified about why he does the thing. For example, in my villain archetype thing. Justified? Yeah, this is a spoiler. Or not a spoiler, but this is like a spoiler for my video that I'm going to do. One of my favorite villain types is the guy who is the hero of his own story, but he's not the good guy. He's the bad guy, but he thinks he's doing everything right. Daniel Abraham writes characters like that brilliantly. That's part of the reason I like him so much. I mean, I have a hot take on Thief of Time. I don't like it, but I know most people do. Are you really? Yes.
That's so cool.
Bye, Karen. Karen, I don't know how to pronounce that. Hoil Flower Friendiao. That's Welsh. I don't know how to do that.
I have to Google it.
Really? Whoa, Derry. Hogfather maybe is one of my favorite Discworld books. I think my top Discworld books are Guards, like Guards, Night Watch, Hogfather, Weird Sisters. So Hogfather was my very first Discworld book, which is why it has a place in my heart. Same thing with Guards. I don't think Guards is the best watch book, but it's
just has a special.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, Adam, that's not true. Like, not the first one. The first one is amazing, but all the other ones, that's okay.
And the music's so fun. We had a Halloween recital one year, and I dressed as a pirate and played a medley.
I have not seen the fifth one.
I didn't know there was a fifth one.
It's Dead Man's Chest or something. No,
Oh, wait.
no, it's not on Stranger Tides. Dead Men Tell No Tales. Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Have I seen that?
It's
Which is the one with the trippy scene?
that's the third one. The one where that's the super
I
third
don't know
where
that
they
I've
spend
seen
20
anything
minutes
past
on the
that.
freaking like beach at the end of the
I
world.
don't
So
think
dumb.
I've seen anything past that.
The fourth one, I like the fourth one with the freaking mermaids better than the third one.
I don't think I've seen it.
Yes, Shrek's so
Yes, it's so cute, and oh my gosh, some of the songs are really good. They're like I'll tear up in them.
good. I don't actually like Tigger. I think Tigger is irresponsible, and his people are mad at Tigger because he destroys things. Okay, Christina, you like a tidy house. If Tigger was up in here, he would knock everything over and make a huge mess. Don't act like you like Tigger. You like the idea of Tigger because he's fun, but you don't like practical Tigger because he's gonna break everything, and then you know we're gonna have to freaking pay to fix it. Tigger destroys things. He is entropy personified. What?
This is probably true.
I know. Tigger, he like
Oh, you can see Samson.
Sam. Hey bud. Sam. Sam.
He's gonna come over. No one will.
Oh, no one can see him now.
He's gonna come
Hey doggy. Doggy.
Okay, so I love all of the Winnie the Pooh characters. And as
Do you know how
an
long it takes to
adult-
plant crops? And Tigger just comes and wrecks them.
I know. I'm gonna say, as an adult, I think I've realized I am the most like Rabbit, who is probably my least favorite. I think I'm the most like Rabbit.
All of my students know I have a YouTube channel. So we have a Discord for the club because it is just so much easier to keep in contact with the kids in the club in a Discord than like the various apps they have. So it's just easier. They put the Alan GIF robot in the Discord, so they'll like make the GIF appear and stuff. So they do know it. They know every now and then they'll mention something about it, but they also know that there's a gap between like teacher student and like we're not friends.
There's boundaries.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're not friends. Like I like you guys, and we have a good rapport and a good relationship, but we're not like I'm not your peer.
One direct quote from Alan at the Christmas party. He said,
when we were leaving,
he said, I like all of you a medium amount.
Yes, as we were leaving, I'm like, I'll have a great Christmas. I like all of you a medium amount. And they were like, oh.
They're like, oh, Mr. Walker.
Yeah, that's actually accurate. That's freaking awesome. I bet it was incredible.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
Jesse, no, I have not. I have tried back when I was in high school. My friend and I tried to watch the VHS recording of the performance of Cats twice and couldn't get through it. That's really cool. I would definitely see it. I don't really like music as a general rule, really. That isn't like musical. I don't really listen to a ton of music. Okay, so people know Mr. Mistopheles. They know Rum Tum Tugger. Cusco was a butt munch.
Did you say you don't like music?
You know that. What music do I listen to that isn't musicals or like you know? I do like piano music. I do like piano music if I have to. I don't listen to a ton of music.
That's okay. Doesn't mean you don't like it.
Yes, okay, that can be. Oh my gosh, I do not want to see that even a little bit. Nice. Oh yeah. Like it's gonna be incredible on stage. I just don't like it. Cats Don't Dance is fantastic. That's got the money tree. Isn't it the one with the money tree? Katrina? The money cat? The money cat knows where the money tree grows. Yeah, I bet the choreography is awesome. Nice. Yes, Color Purple. I haven't seen that. Yeah, that's what I'm anticipating. Yes, Thanos, exactly. Yeah, agreed. So we have a Cuisinart coffee grinder thing. And I like Javalia coffee. It's my favorite. Yeah, so I'm gonna read Mark Lawrence, and it is a toss-up on whether or not because Jorg is awful. I know this. So it's just a matter of am I gonna like the story enough to justify Jorg being terrible, which is possible. And for purposes of the Prince of Thorns being blessedly short, as you guys know. It's the year of short books. Yes, so it's amazing. And Anastasia is the show we're seeing in April. And it's going to be awesome, but they removed Rasputin. Rasputin's not the bad guy of the stage musical. It's some Russian general, which makes it less cool. I don't like many of the Rinceworld World books, period. Yeah, Snape's pretty terrible. Yeah, Tell No Tales, Javier Bardem. Nice, yes. Look, people who like Rabbit. Yeah. It is definitely the hottest series take, but is it not true? Is it not true? Oh, I love Eeyore. He's adorbs. I mean, I like that song. It's just Tigger. He just breaks everything. Oh, Piglet Pooh. Oh, bother. I'd like a travel balloon, please. Have y'all seen that movie? What is the Pooh movie?
Robin.
Christopher Robin. Yeah, Christopher Robin.
Christopher Robin. We loved that movie. We saw it when we were dating. And then we bought
did
a
see
travel balloon.
Yes. I'd like a travel balloon, please. I love Winnie the Pooh. Like Pooh is my favorite.
Who's my favorite too?
I have, and David Warner is in it, and it's really good. It's my favorite of the adaptations. No, under no circumstances they're Pulp and Orange Juice. You like Pulp and Orange Juice?
I do.
Why? Do you know it's like orange skin, right?
No, it's the pulp from the orange.
It's skin. It's like you killed an orange,
inside of
you
the skin.
murdered it, and you ground it and put its skin in there for texture, as opposed to drinking it.
It's not the like zest off of the actual like.
You're
peel.
eating its skin. I'm drinking its blood. You're eating its skin. It's like you want chunks of the.
I mean, when I eat an orange, I eat the pulp. I don't just suck the juice out. Do you just? What do you do?
Drink the blood of my enemies.
You're a vampire.
I hate vampires.
Well, you just said you are one, so.
Do you like pulp in your orange juice? How did we not know this? Why was that
Because
not in
we
our?
Never buy orange juice.
Why was that not in our 101 questions to ask before you're engaged book? How was it not like?
Why wasn't? Do you think the villains are the hero of the story? That should have been.
I didn't say they're the hero. I said they're cool. You like? See you, Bryce. You don't like. You like pulp in your orange juice? That's inexcusable.
You're inexcusable.
I have not read Syme's Roman Revolution. I don't even know what that is. Un momento, por favor. While I
Gonna
look
Google it.
Sarah
Sarah saw Anastasia on Broadway. That's awesome. Movie is a favorite. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
I
I have heard that. Yeah, the movie is fantastic. It was disappointing. Oh, why did they remove? Flip it. My mouse just fell.
Whoops.
I knocked it off the other side of my desk. All right. Syme Roman Revolution. I've not read this book. What is this? No, I have not read this book. I have read many other histories, but I've not read Roman Revolution. I recommend anything by Anthony Everett. He's my favorite of the historians. I have Prince of Fools also, so I have both. I also have Red Sister, so I can really start anywhere with Mark Lawrence. You got to come back. Yeah, I thought I had to read Prince. Do I not have to read Broken Empire in order to read the Red Queen's War? I thought you had to do it. Look at that. Patrick, don't tell me what it is, Patrick.
Skin. Yeah, it's on skin.
Pulp is gross. Albert has the right take. I didn't say it's not the skin of the orange. It's the equivalent of the skin.
It's not, because the peel is, and still you use that for the zest on things.
Literally same.
Yeah, I understand if people have issues.
Oh, it's the guts. Yeah. Look at that. Ugh.
Yeah, sure, that's better. Guts.
Ugh. You hate orange juice. I like orange juice as long as it doesn't have
Then you avoid the controversy. You don't get into pulp versus no pulp. You're just like, no orange juice.
You know, this juice needs skin. Yuck.
We never have orange juice.
I don't like pulp. It's nasty. I don't like the
pulp
texture.
a deal breaker, Alan? It's too late.
I mean, no, we're married now.
It's too late.
Trapped.
I'm gonna sneak letters onto your sandwiches.
Angela, just wait till I read this chapter here in just a second. I need to do that in a second. I'm caught up.
Satanic.
All right, I'm caught up.
Not true.
I'm gonna get some coffee.
Look, Logan agreed with you on something.
Oh, really? Logan has good takes every now and then. It's just most of his takes are like, they're just like horribly bad. All right, so when I get back, this first chapter is only like 2 pages or 3 pages. I'm gonna read it.
You're gonna read what?
I'm gonna read the first the first chapter of this out loud.
Right now?
Yeah, for everybody to see. Hold on. Mark said that. Okay, so is the crossover important? Like, would I feel like I'm missing out if I didn't know the crossover stuff? Because if not, then I think the very first Mark Lawrence book I bought was Prince of Fools, and then I was like, oh, I got to read the other series first. So if you don't really feel like you're missing much if you read Red Queen's War, I might read that first, because that was the one that when I was originally looking at Mark Lawrence books, that was the one that I wanted to start. Oh, you wouldn't even notice? Oh, all right. Well, if I won't even notice, then okay, then I'll probably read Prince of Fools first. And it's only like 300 pages. Like, thank you, Mark Lawrence, for writing books that are reasonable length. Yes, Jesse, I'm literally about to read the first chapter of Akamath out loud as a celebration, so you can see how much I'm going to love it. It's going to be awful. It's going to be awful. All right, you talk to them. Say things to them.
Say things to them.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, people.
Get in. Hey.
I don't. Who said? What was the? You don't chew. I don't chew the pulp. I just swallow it. Do people chew it? So it's not then like the most recent Spider-Man movie where, like, if you haven't seen the other Spider-Man movies, I feel like you're missing out a lot. Yep. Everybody's got things to say about the orange juice. And there's 2 of them.
You can click on them and comment them. I literally almost poured this coffee into the measuring cup.
Don't do that. Okay, bye. We'll miss you.
Who left?
Andre.
Okay.
Doesn't want to hear Sarah J. Maas.
Oh, really?
What books are on your TBR? Okay, so there's this one, and then more Jane Austen, and this book I bought called The Lemon Sisters that I just want to read it because I bought it. I'm not sure that I would totally love it. Yes, I'm always on the worship team at our church, pretty much unless we're out of town. So yes, I am on. I have to be there at 7 a.m. We got a new Nord. If anybody knows what a Nord is, y'all, the new keyboard. This is the funniest thing. I was looking at it with the old, like the previous. She's not old. The previous keyboard player. We were looking at it together, like, ooh, new keyboard. And there's a panic button. She was like, "What does this button do?" She's
asleep. Thank goodness.
If something stops working, like if there's a note that's held for too long or if nothing's coming out, you hit the panic button in the middle of the keyboard. I'm so excited. My keyboard has a panic button.
Jesse, you can catch it on the replay. It'll be here. So if you don't want to hear it, just it's only gonna take like 10 minutes, and then I'll be done with it. But I said that I was going to do this for some people, so I'm going to do it real quick. I actually have to read Six of Crows. Oops, that's not it. I actually have to read Six of Crows. I lost a challenge video, and I'm really ticked that I can't do more challenge videos because I want to do them, but I can't do another one until I finish the punishment from before. So I need to read Six of Crows quickly. So I'm just very quickly going to read this. I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this chapter 1 for you guys, and then I'll go back to talking. So if you hate it, just deal with it for a second. It's not going to take long. All right, chapter 1 of A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I vomited into the toilet, hugging the cool sides, trying to contain the sounds of my retching.
What a way to start a book.
That's how we're going to start. Moonlight leaked into the massive marble bathing room. What's a bathing room? A bathroom?
I want a massive marble bathing room.
Providing the only illumination as I was quietly, thoroughly sick. How are you quietly sick? You just said the sounds of your retching. Tamlin hadn't stirred as I jolted awake, and when I hadn't been able to tell the darkness of my chamber from the endless night of Amarantha's dungeons, when the cold sweat coating me felt like the blood of those fairies, I'd hurtled from the bathing room. You killed people that were going to kill you. Like, it's not... I've been here for 15 minutes now, waiting for the retching to subside, for the lingering tremors to spread apart and fade like ripples in a pool. Panting, I braced myself over the bowl, counting each breath. Only a nightmare, one of those many, asleep and waking, that haunted me these days. It had been 3 months since Under the Mountain. All caps. Under, capitalized. Under, capital U, the, capital M, mountain. I mean, is that the name of the place? Hold on.
They did it in the guards book. Laid low by a woman was always capitalized.
Yeah, but I mean, Pratt's just doing it for effect.
No,
all right. 3 months of adjusting to my immortal body, because in case you're not aware, fairy tears can alter DNA and change your species. To a world struggling to piece itself together after Amarantha had fractured it apart, I focused on breathing. In through my nose, out through my mouth. In through my nose. You do not breathe through your nose if you're vomiting. Reverse it. You breathe through your mouth, out through your nose. Who breathes in through their nose when they're vomiting? You're inhaling all the vomit smell. When it seemed like I was done heaving, I eased from the toilet, but didn't go far. Just to the adjacent wall near the cracked window where I could see the night sky, where the breeze could caress my sticky face. I leaned my head against the wall, flattening my hands against the chill marble floor. Real. This was real. I had survived. I'd made it out. Unless it was a dream, just a fever dream in Amarantha's dungeons, and I'd awakened back in that cell, and I curled my knees to my chest. Real. Real. I mouthed the words. I kept mouthing them till I could loosen my grips on my legs and lift my head. Pain splintered through my hands. I'd somehow curled them into fists so tight my nails were close to puncturing my skin. Immortal strength, more a curse than a gift. Fairy tears. I dented and folded every piece of silverware I touched for 3 days upon returning here. Had tripped over my longer, faster, like, your legs grew?
Are you taller now?
Apparently, so often that Alice had removed any irreplaceable valuables from my rooms. She'd been particularly grumpy about me knocking over a table with an 800-year-old vase, and had shattered not one, not two, but 5 glass doors merely by accidentally closing them too hard. Sighing through my nose, I unfolded my fingers. My right hand was plain, smooth, perfectly fey. Is that the definition of a fey hand? It's just smooth? Guess what? I got smooth hands too, because I don't do manual labor. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just can't do it. I can't do it. All right. All right. We're almost done, guys. It's only like one more page. I tilted my left hand over, the whorls of dark ink coating my fingers, my wrist, my forearm, all the way to the elbow, soaking up the darkness of the room. The eye etched into the center of my palm seemed to watch me, calm and cunning as a cat. Did you notice my alliteration? Its slitted pupil wider than it had been earlier in the day, as if it adjusted to the light, as any ordinary eye would. I scowled at it. At whoever might be watching through that tattoo. She's got someone who watches her go to the bathroom. Gross. I hadn't heard from Reese in the 3 months I'd been here. Not a whisper. I hadn't dared ask Tamlin or Lucian or anyone, lest it somehow summon the High Lord of the Night Court, somehow remind him of the fool's bargain I'd struck, capital Under the Mountain. 1 week with him every month in exchange for him saving me from the brink of death. So, to her credit, she has not said the word baldric. She has not mentioned a gemstone, and there hasn't been any mention of eye color or muscled bods yet.
It's only the one person, though.
But even if Reese had miraculously forgotten, I never could, nor could Tamlin, Lucen, or anyone else. not with the tattoo. Even if Reese at the end, ... even if he hadn't been exactly an enemy. To Tamlin, yes. To every other court out there, yes. So few went over the borders of the Night Court and lived to tell. No one really knew what existed in the northernmost part of Prithian. Mountains and darkness and stars and death. But I hadn't felt like Rhysand's enemy the last time I'd spoken to him in the hours after Amarantha's defeat. I told no one about that meeting, what he'd said to me, what I'd confessed to him. Be glad of your human heart, Feyre. Pity those who don't feel anything at all. I squeezed my fingers into a fist, blocking out that eye, the tattoo. I uncoiled my feet and flushed the toilet before padding to the sink to rinse out my mouth and then wash my face. I wished I'd felt nothing. I wished my human heart had been changed with the rest of me, made into immortal marble instead of the shredded bit of blackness that it now was, leaking its ichor into me. That's a little dramatic. Sarah J. Maas. Tamlin remained asleep as I crept back into my darkened bedroom, his naked body. His naked body sprawled across the mattress. For a moment, I just admired the powerful muscles of his back. There we go. So lovingly traced by the moonlight, his golden hair mussed with sleep and the fingers I'd run through it while we did it earlier.
That's not what it says.
It says while we made love earlier. For him, I had done this. For him, I'd gladly wrecked myself and my immortal soul. And now I had eternity to live with it. I continued to the bed, each step heavier, harder. The sheets were now cool and dry. I slipped in, curling my back to him, wrapping my arms around myself. His breathing was deep, even. But with my fey ears, ... Somehow I wondered if I heard his breath catch, only for a heartbeat. I never had the nerve to ask if he was awake. He never woke when the nightmares dragged me from sleep. Never woke when I vomited my guts up night after night. Or if he knew or heard, he said nothing about it.
What a butt.
I knew similar dreams chased him from his slumber as often as I had fled from mine. The first time it had happened, I'd awoke and tried to speak to him, but he'd shaken off my touch, his skin clammy, and had shifted into that beast of fur and claw and horns and fangs. He'd spent the rest of the night sprawled across the foot of the bed, monitoring the door, the wall of windows. He'd since spent many nights like that. Curled in the bed, I pulled my blanket higher, craving its warmth against the chill night. It had become an unspoken agreement not to let Amarantha win by acknowledging that she still tormented us in dreams and waking hours. It was easier not to have to explain anyway, not to have to tell him that though I'd freed him, saved his people and all of Prithian from Amarantha, I'd broken myself apart. And I didn't think even eternity would be long enough to fix me.
Bum, bum,
Now that we lost
bum.
20 people shed from the stream, I don't blame them.
Look at Christy's comment. I was laughing at it. If Alan narrates an audiobook, then publishers will have to add his name to the list of editors.
Why?
Because you'll be editing it as you read it.
Yes, I'm fixing it. Oh
Like,
my gosh.
As we
Anyway.
did it.
Anyway.
Instead of me.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway. Hold on, let me go back. I didn't read anything.
Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Was
Yeah.
it worth it?
Yeah, hopefully I'll enjoy that. A bunch of people just fled like rats from a sinking ship. Angela says it's magical. She thought it was going to be. The name of the place is Under the Mountain.
It's like a restaurant or a club.
It is.
With
I do need to
commentary.
suspend
That would be fun.
disbelief. I mean, I don't know why there's not a channel because that's what it said. I'm mouthing. Oh my gosh. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you liked the audiobook. That's an excellent question. How many sighing through my nose? She strode through the pool. It's so gross. Arm to the teeth. No, Lucian is the one with russet eyes. There was an ACOTAR channel at one point, I think. Bowels turn watery. Oh my gosh.
Gross.
Tons of marble. That's true. She definitely should sleep on an empty stomach. Oh goodness, no. Anyway.
Some people may like it.
Yeah,
It's
some
just
people may
not
like it. It's definitely not.
you.
It's definitely not for me. That's why it's a punishment book. There are plenty. Look. Go on Goodreads. This woman has millions of ratings. So what do I know? She's clearly very popular. It's just not.
It's just not for you.
It's certainly not for me. And some people take amusement at my
at hearing Alan
at my commentary for
not
sure.
For you.
So
parts of it make you very uncomfortable.
it's so dramatic. Oh yeah, they're like, yeah, it's just so dramatic. Like the mouthing of the anyway. So I'm probably going to read Prince of Fools. We got for that Prince of Fools as my first Mark Lawrence, which is good to know that I can do that. We've been going for a couple hours here. If anybody has any last minute questions for Christina or I, we will answer them. Otherwise, we're probably going to dip out. Christina,
I haven't had lunch yet.
Yeah, I haven't had lunch yet either. And Christina also has a wedding tonight that she's going to go to.
Do something with this mess.
Yeah. So we will dip out. I've got to write Jeopardy questions. So we're going to, have lunch and that kind of stuff. But I hope y'all enjoyed that. Those of you who stayed, anyone who has been on this stream, thank you guys so much. More to come. We'll have another stream at some point. Definitely want a 10K, but another stream at some point. Otters would win because flamingos are douchebags. Otters just go for the legs and they're done. What was my SJM question? Who would I rather? Something Tamlin or Rhysand? Tamlin. I mean, Tamlin's dumb, but he's better than Rhysand. Yes, you have read an SJM book. Thank you so much, Mark. Is it cold in Alaska? Like right now? Is it like bloody freezing in Alaska?
I think it would be, but I don't know. I should. Do you have recommendations?
The best way to learn Latin as an adult. There are plenty of really good textbooks. Like I find, like if you go to the Cambridge reading is really helpful. At least for like understanding it. At least getting understanding for comprehension. I don't use Cambridge. I like grammar. It depends if you're an English grammar person, then definitely pick up like Wheelock's or I have one that I use to study Latin. But really, you just want to pick up a textbook, and then there are tons of videos online. Latin Tutorial is a YouTube channel that does really great like tutoring video. I mean, they're dry, but they're really great tutorial videos.
Ellen says the Latin Duolingo is not good.
No, it's not.
But the app Duolingo.
The app isn't great.
He said it's not good for Latin.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Jeopardy will be tomorrow for our Tournament of Champions, and then in March, 3 p.m. Central, and then tomorrow, a balmy 25 degrees. Good night, Mark. I die. It was on this last Saturday. It was
in the 40s.
It was 22 degrees with the wind. When we got up, it was 28 degrees. The Saturday I left.
Oh.
Remember, it got really cold.
Okay, but that was at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, what's what time I had to get up? It's cold.
It's the middle of the night.
Yeah, it was freaking cold. Oh, if you're teaching homeschool, yeah, Cambridge works really well. And then there's a lot of like.
That's one of the stories, right?
Yeah, and there's a lot of good homeschool references as well. Classical Conversations has a bunch. That's too cold. That's too cold. Like, guys, we live in Florida. It doesn't get that cold here. So when it does, we're dead. 3 degrees Celsius. No one knows what Celsius is, Albert.
Well, that's not true. Like the rest of the world, I think Americans are the only ones that don't know what Celsius is.
Oh, English is a foreign language teacher. Right on.
It's
guys,
fun though.
Thank y'all so much. This is a blast. The fact that y'all came and hung out with us is fantastic. If those of you who make content, I'll catch you in y'all's comments. Those of you in the Discord, I'll catch you there. Thank you guys so much. This is just a blast. Thank you for all your support. It'll be 2 years on BookTube in end of May for me. So it's been a good couple years. Americans are the weird ones, Alex. You're right. So dang, Darius, 75 where you are. I'm so jealous.
Here's Fahrenheit.
So we will catch you guys around. Thank you guys for attending. Thank you for those who dealt with the ACOTAR or the ACOMAF reading. And, we'll catch you guys around. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, hold on. I almost didn't leave. Yes, class of May. Mark and I started in both May. Class of 2020. What a good class. Sorry, faked out. Bye, guys.